So yesterday we did get above freezing and the driveway has melted off partially, about halfway. But today it's cold again. I think a high of 21. And I think tomorrow night's like a low of about 0 degrees. So it's gonna be cold for the next few days. So plan on working on in the shop if I can. So here in the garage section of the workshop, I've got a stack of lumber here that we picked up the other day, and we're gonna be framing out the wall over on this side. So I think I'm gonna frame out this wall a little bit differently than I have in the past. Before I would do girts between the two posts, and the problem is here at the bottom, we've got these concrete posts here, and then there's a metal bracket that's on top of here. So if I wanna put a girt across here, it ends up just being like right here where the two come together, and I would have to drill holes in the metal bracket to attach to the wood, and then I'd have to use concrete anchors to attach to the concrete to be able to get a girt to go across here, and that just ended up being a huge pain. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to build like a short regular framed wall right in here, and that'll give us something to attach our wall coverings to, our metal rack that we're going to put across here, and it's also going to give support for this wiring right here. This isn't to code right now. It needs to have support. That's too long of a span. So it's going to do those things for us at the bottom of the wall, but I think the rest of the way up I'll just do the regular girts that go across every 2 feet all the way up the wall. Hopefully you roughly understand what I'm trying to do. If not, you'll see it as it all comes together as we build it today. You're gonna be right in my way, bud. All right, I've got my short walls built inside between each of these posts right here. So now I'm gonna start installing the girts in between the posts every 2 feet all the way up to the ceiling. We'll go ahead and take some of these outlets off the wall because I'm gonna relocate them once we get everything framed and put them in their final location. Pretty tight fit. Well, the weather is getting colder. It's supposed to get down to -3 degrees tonight. So that'll be one of the coldest evenings or nights that we've had. So here in a little bit, I'm gonna run out. We'll do some chores, make sure all the animals are stocked up, make sure they've got everything they need. So in here in the garage part, I got all the framing finished up this morning on this wall here. And I have been going back and forth on what I'm gonna put to cover this wall up. I thought originally maybe I was gonna go with just some barn metal, like the metal that's on the outside of this barn, just put it on here. And I could cover this entire wall for like $700. That's what it would cost for the trim and the siding that would go on here. So it would look like this right here, and then you have these ridges like every 8 inches, so you don't have a flat surface to mount to, and then of course you only got the girts every 2 feet to have anything really to screw into and mount anything to the wall. So mounting stuff to the wall would be difficult on this. So I've been looking to see what other products are out there that I can use to cover the garage walls. I really want something that has a flat surface and something that is like structural, where you can just attach things to it anywhere, and then that way I can organize the shop the way I want to. And I found another version of this T111 siding, and it is an engineered wood product. So it's still a plywood, but it's already like smooth and already painted, primered gray. So that engineered plywood siding is gonna cost, I think, about $200 more to cover this entire wall over putting the barn metal on there. But I think having a smooth surface where I can attach things to it anywhere, I think in the end, I think that's worth the extra 200 bucks. I was afraid that wasn't gonna ride on the tailgate. Look out, Ellie. Gonna be cold tonight, Tyrone. You're gonna want some more bedding. So I never did get the sliding door mounted on the side of the barn, so the cold wind can somewhat blow through from this door to the other one. So tonight, since it's going to get so cold, I'm going to take this front sliding door and I'll probably close it off most of the way. That way there won't be as much of a breeze through there. Hopefully it'll stay a little bit warmer. Hopefully the door's not frozen. How about that? You still got like 3 feet to walk through. That ought to be okay. Look out, boys and girls. Coming through. Oh, the steering wheel's all slimy. Maya, you licked all over the steering wheel. Thank you very much. Well, they've ate this down pretty good. Probably got enough room here to put another bale. All right, we'll head back, get the tractor warming up. I'll bring these guys another bale. I'm gonna walk through here. I'm gonna get a quick count on how many hay bales and silage bales we got left. So we got a total of 32 hay bales and 16 silage bales left. It's a total of 48 bales. And I think we started off, this is just a guess, I think we started off around 64 bales at the beginning of feeding out hay. So we've only gone through about a third. So I think we're doing pretty good so far. Now, ever since it has stayed below freezing the last couple weeks, I stopped feeding silage bales. Those silage bales, they have like a 60-70% moisture content. They're very wet bales. And I'm afraid that they'll be frozen. It'd be like feeding them an ice cube. Maybe that's not the case, but when I feed out a silage bale, they got about 5 days to eat it. And then after that, I don't know if the fermentation process, something changes, but then after that many days, they really stop eating it. So they need to eat it quickly. So I'm just holding off on those silage bales until it warms up again. But I do want to feed all of them out at the end of the season. I'm not sure if they'll keep. I think the hay bales will. I think these hay bales will keep, and I could use them next year, but I don't think I want to keep the silage bales any longer than one season. Well, you guys have pushed all the hay back to the middle. You just undid everything I was trying to do. If you guys would just be patient with me, I'll get you a bale, okay? Well, the trash people did not dump my dumpster Friday when it was snowing. They said the road was too bad. called and complained. They said they'd come and get it this next Friday and just pile up the trash. I don't want to do that because then the coons would be all in it and there'd be trash everywhere. So I'm just gonna have to stockpile my trash in the garage, I guess, until Friday. You chickens don't even get out of the barn, do you? 3 eggs today. 3 out of 18 chickens. You got a bunch of freeloaders. Hey, hey, don't climb in there. Hey, you. Get out of the hay feeder. So like I said earlier, it is supposed to get extremely cold overnight, at least extremely cold for our area. They're predicting -3 Fahrenheit. So the animals, they got food, they got water, they got bedding, and a place to get out of the wind. So I think they're good. And I think I'm extremely cold myself right now. So I think I'm gonna go ahead inside and warm up. And I hope you guys have a great day, and I'll see you in the next one.